Part. Do what? Hell no, I'm not a cop.
What happened?
He's down there with the white helmet.
They're trying to fuck you guys over?
No, I'm an activist in the community. I just record the police.
Oh, I like that shit.
Yeah, you guys want a business card?
Yeah. So basically, what do you do? Just make sure they're doing their
Hey,
job
you
type
want
shit?
to hold that real quick?
Yeah, I got you.
I'm live on.
Look, I'm getting a business card right now. This is my boy. Yes, sir. Yeah. So what do you just basically make sure they do their job correctly?
Yeah, yep.
So like, for example, what I notice around here is a lot of cops, like, you know, they just like to park and sit there and do paperwork. Is that allowed? Is that legal?
It's allowed, but it frustrates me because number one, you're wasting. We pay them.
Yeah.
So you're out there wasting our taxpayer dollars. It took them an hour to respond to 10 shots outside my apartment.
Damn.
So someone, you know, could have been laying out in the street. Could have been, you know, it takes minutes to kill someone.
Right.
You know, if you're shot in the right place, it could take minutes to die. So it took them an hour. It frustrates me that our police in Colorado Springs is, you know, wasting taxpayer dollars and, you know. So, you guys want to be on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, for sure.
What's your name?
I'm Police 719.
Your what?
Just call me Mr. 719.
Mr. 719.
Yeah.
You know, he's putting us on information. Make sure the cops doing their job. You know, I don't know if it's a traffic stop, but this is
No, the big ass trucks broke down, so he's just parked here, making sure no one rears him. So. Yeah. That's my YouTube. That
I'll hit you up, man.
Police, and then my email's on there. Do you? Yeah, for sure. We need more activists in the community. The 24th of August would have been 2 years that Elijah McClain was killed by Aurora PD. And then Devontae Bailey happened down here. So it pisses me off that...
Did you watch the... I'm a black man myself.
Yeah.
So look, I watched that clip of the one that happened on the screen.
Yep.
You know, dude was running, you know, grabbing, reaching, you know.
But he had short time, but he was facing away from the officer.
But everything they did say that he did not have, he had.
Yeah.
Whether it was gun or whether, you know, but I'm just saying, as like a black person, we need to be more informed on game, as in like, you need to like, you know, cooperate, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When us black people, we don't like that. We think like we should, a lot of stuff, be scared, you know?
Yeah.
And act scared, you know what I'm saying? Whether that's pull out your phone, call the scene instead of cooperate, say, hey, how you doing, you know? We just take it straight to that. But I also do see like the side of where police are, what's the racial profile, you know, it's just a lot.
Do you believe Colorado Springs Police Department racial profiles men of color?
Yes, most definitely.
Do you think that way too?
Yeah,
okay.
I've seen it.
Okay.
I've seen it.
Have you? Have you?
Yeah.
From CSPD?
Yeah.
I don't have to get you on video, but do you want to talk about it real quick?
No.
Have you had?
Get in another time. I'm trying to recall right now.
No, you're good, man. Have you had any bad interactions with Colorado Springs Police Department?
Like, I feel like a bad interaction I have had with the police, whether it's like, you know, they'll come out on the biggest problem I've had with police is them acting. So look, I'm gonna put it like this. Let me explain this first. So, my opinion on police officers, they should come out here. You know, they see somebody speeding, no seatbelt. They should be like, "Hey, John, I want put your seatbelt on." Like,
Here, hold on. Give me 1 second. Hold up. It's gonna buffer, guys. I'm turning my brightness down so we got some battery. We're good. Go ahead.
But so like basically, I feel like police officers should come out here and they should be people's friend. You know what I'm saying? At first, like, hey, I told you put your seatbelt on. You know, give you a warning, come back. You know, it should be like we shouldn't have to see a police officer and be scared or like get that adrenaline. You know? What I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not right at all.
No.
I feel like we shouldn't have to do that. I feel like with these police officers, they should come more as like the hero, that hero role more than the I'm a police officer. I have the authority to mess up your life. You know what I'm saying? Just shit like that. I feel like they should come out here trying to be the hero and trying to help us. You know what I'm saying? Like whether they see somebody like struggling, like you know what I'm saying? Like I just think like they're here. They think their job is like they take it like the wrong way. You know?
They think that you, me, and you are all the fucking bad guys.
Yeah.
Well, we're not.
Yeah.
Not everybody in our community is a felon or a bad guy that wants to hurt them. You have more chances of dying by police officers than cops dying.
Let me tell the camera and these guys. Right. So I'm driving with my girlfriend, right? We get pulled over. So the speed limit was like, I think it was like 65. She was going like 75, right? Off that police officer, he came off like respectfully, but he came off shaking, nervous, scared. But I swear, you can see the pain. Like he was shaking so bad that my girlfriend had to write all the information down. it was just like all that. We know we're saying yes sir, no sir. We're not moving around. You know, it's just that's how quick like shit starts and escalates. Like a scared police officer. You're trained. You do
So
this shit.
I got a question for you.
The definition is peace officers. They're supposed to be peace officers.
Yeah,
not-
correct. So that being said, do you feel like all cops are bad? Not you. I'm talking to you real quick. Do you feel like all cops are bad?
No, not all cops are.
How do you feel about that? Not all cops. See, we're on the same page on there. So that being said, what would you like see change from Colorado Springs Police Department? What would you like to see change in our policy in our community? What would you like to see them do to help the community better?
For a starting change, I think the biggest thing we could do is, you know, get them involved in the community. You know,
Yeah,
make sure that
100%.
our people around here are not scared of us. You know, make sure that we feel like they're on our team, not necessarily against us. You know, I feel like that's the biggest thing that we should see start to change. We should see them come out here, you know, saying like being here for us, not really going against us, or like the first thing they're looking for is like what are people doing wrong. You know, they should be coming out here just collabing, just, you know what I'm saying, make sure the community knows that they got us and they're not here for the wrong things, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like that's the biggest thing right now.
That being said, so I got a question for you. I'm trying to think of how to word it. Do you think that maybe, you know, because I'm an activist, I stand for the community 100%. I want to hold the police accountable. Colorado doesn't have qualified immunity no more. Do you know what qualified immunity was? Okay, let's say I'm a cop, right? And you're a cop. And we pull up on you and I beat your ass, right? And let's say I kill you on purpose, right? Well, your family couldn't sue me personally. You could only sue the department I worked for. With qualified immunity now gone in Colorado, now you can personally sue the officer and the department. So good thing that we don't have qualified immunity anymore, because it protects them from us suing them personally. And then also, chokeholds are not allowed by any law enforcement in the state of Colorado. In 2023, every department in the state of Colorado has to have body-worn cameras. But like I tell people, if you see a traffic stop or you see something going on, pull your fucking phone out and record. You have the right. You have the freedom of the press.
And I know I just moved from San Diego, California, and I have buddies and friends that will dead get their phone and go up to a cop car and be like, "Let me show you show me what we bought, or show me my new car." You know, because that is tax dollars, you know. And the police officers are like, we'll go up to him and like, "Show me your ID," you know. And I used to look at him like all like scary, and I'm like, you know, he's like, "No, we're allowed to do this," you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was explaining that.
Because in Colorado, so the Constitution of the United States, the First Amendment is what? What is the First Amendment of the Constitution?
You don't have. I'm not.
Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom to peacefully protest and gather, like me and you were gathering right now. We have the right to do that, okay?
So free will.
And then yes, and then so freedom, or the First Amendment is basically freedom of our everything in America, your religion, your speech, your freedom of the press. So what I'm doing right now is journalism. You guys have the right to do what I'm doing exactly right now. We're in the public, so you can record anything in the public. So like if I wanted to be an asshole and record you, I could do it, and you couldn't do shit about it because there's no privacy in public.
I
Yeah.
do that. That's why I just take my face and get
Yep. And then you got the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms. So in Colorado, it's an open carry state. So you can open carry any firearm without a license.
Yeah, that's what I need to ask.
Besides Denver, that's the only place.
So I'm 18 years old. I know I can go in the shop and get an AR.
Yeah, you can get an AR, rifle, shotgun, pistol. You have to be 21.
Right?
Oh, yep.
So what is this whole thing with the open carry? How does that work with an AR? Do you keep it in your car?
No, you can walk around with it. You can walk around with the AR-15. But you cannot go on any federal property, so post office, police department, courthouse, things like that, okay? And then you also cannot go close to a school, so you have to stay 500 feet away from the school. So that's any school. That's colleges, private schools, public schools, any school, so federal and things like that. Now, you, being a black man, I'm not trying to put race into it. If you carry an AR-15, you're going to get the cops called on you. I'm a white guy, and I open carried an AR-15 downtown Colorado Springs, and I had 10 cops show up. And I was like, what the fuck, it's open carry? And they're like, no, we're just here because someone said they wanted to kill you. We got the call over 911. I said, let them try, I'll shoot their ass. So, you know, just be careful. You do open carry, because not when you see someone open carry, you think of a pistol. So when you see someone with AR-15, what's the first thing you think in your mind? School shootings, you know, mass shootings. So that, you know, people are not used to it. That's why I open carry an AR-15 to try to build that, like, hey, it's okay to do it. Yes.
See, that's my biggest problem right now. I'm in the process of learning all these laws, you know. So, like, if I were to protest these things, I would do it the right way.
Yeah.
So they couldn't reverse it, like, oh, you didn't follow this whole step right.
Correct.
Now you're in trouble, you know?
Correct.
But I do like what you're doing, you know. You just taught me, like, a lot than I learned at school about whether laws.
No, and I think in our school system, I think, you know, we should be able to learn law. It's definitely First Amendment shit, you know, the Constitution of the United States. Definitely need to learn it in school. So. Any more questions?
No, I'm definitely going to be contacting you, man, hitting you up, trying to, you know, collab.
I noticed him leaving, so I'm sorry. Sorry, guys, I wasn't really focused on that damn cop. I was over here, you know, talking to this young gentleman, so.
You know?
Yeah, and
he's doing good things out here, you know?
I try to. You know, it's tiring. Sometimes it's really mentally draining, because I got arrested for doing this. So I'm taking it to trial, and I'm suing Colorado Springs Police Department for it. Yeah, so, you know, our police force, there definitely needs to be changed, and they need to be held accountable. And we need to fix our justice system. We need to fix what's going on and what's bad in our system. And we need to address it as men, as American citizens. If anything, we needed to address them and be like, what's going on needs to stop. You killed Devontae Bailey, you killed Elijah McClain, you killed George Floyd, you did it to Rodney King. Who's the next victim in America of police brutality? Who's going to be the next victim that dies in the cops' hands? In 2020, no joke, in 2020, if you pit a race aside, I'm black, or you're black and I'm white, right? So if you pit race aside, 2020, there was 1,100 unarmed Americans killed by cops. 1,100. That's one too fucking many. It needs to stop. 1,100. So we're more likely to get killed by law enforcement than a cop to get killed by us.
And they're the ones scared. They're the ones.
Yep, and they're the ones with the fucking guns and all the equipment they got.
All the power, all the authority. Yep.
They got the fucking badge and they think they're above the law, but they're fucking not. At the end of the day, when you take that, I call that fucking uniform. You know what I call it? It's a fucking costume to me. Yeah, it's a fucking costume. So once you take that goddamn costume off, you're just a fucking another white man or just another fucking black man in America. That's all you fucking are. So when you take that goddamn costume off, you're another fucking American. But you kill us. And you abuse your fucking power.
That's not right at all. I hear you. And I feel like there should be a lot of us doing what you're doing, you know? And there should be a change if we're not doing what you're doing.
Exactly. Our voices need to be heard. I do this for the voiceless. Elijah McClain, Devontae Bailey. I do this for these guys that's been killed because now they don't have a voice.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And we have to speak for them.
Exactly. We speak for them.
Even for ourselves.
Let's say, you know, a cop kills my mom, right? And they say, oh, we give you 20 million. Is that 20 million going to bring back my dead mother? No, it's not.
It might not even fix it.
Correct.
You might not even want it at that point.
We still,
Yep. It's sickening to what America has become. And you know, it's always been this way. Our justice system is not for we the people. It's for the police officers. Well, you know, if I would have done what Derek Chauvin did to George Floyd, I would have got life in prison. But that badge has so much power in the courtroom. So much fucking power. Do your research, man. You know, CRS codes, Colorado Revised Statute, that's law. If you got time, make it up to Denver, go to the law library. It's public, it's free. You can go in there and study your law. I think it's really, really important for us Americans to know our laws, to stand up against tyrannical police. Tyrants is what we call them. So, tyrants. The tyrants. Yep. Definitely, man. Well, it's good chatting to you. My email, 719, like the area code. My email's on the business card, so if you guys got any concerns or if you just need to see a friend to reach out to, talk to, my email's on there. Yeah, just shoot me an email. So, sweet guys.
Yeah,
all right, take care. Yeah, God bless. All right, guys. What'd you guys think about that? Yep, united we stand. I love people talking the truth. Hell yeah, 100%.